What's up, you guys? It's your boy, Big Body Cisco. Part of your favorite weekly tradition. Can we talk with your boy, Big Body Cisco? We're here for another installment. And the Diddler is free. Play the clip. Play him dancing. The Diddler, P. Diddy Combs, found not guilty on the RICO charges, on the sex trafficking charges. Now, look, he did get guilty on 2. And it was just prostitution across state lines or something like that. But Diddy's free, guys. Did you see this coming? I kind of seen it coming. And this just goes to show that 50's baby mama, Daphne, Cassie, y'all was some freaks. Look, granted, I don't know why he didn't get arrested for whooping Cassie's ass. That was plain as day. But the freak-offs and the freaky shit that 50 Cent's baby mama did, Cassie's baby mama did. Look, I found Cassie's husband. I watched and heard all of this for nothing. Because he got off not guilty on sex trafficking of both people that were in the case. But man, just me as a husband and seeing him getting off, you ever watch the end of New Jack City when, look, that's neither here nor there. But Diddy, what do you think he's going to do? Because the 2 things that he did get guilty for holds about a 10 max each max sentence. He's not going to get the max sentence. So I'm thinking, it's just my opinion, by the way. I'm thinking some community service, time served, and now Diddy's Diddy bopping again. Diddy's free. A lot of people on social media are going in right now. They're like, oh, they can't believe it. They're so distraught. It's like, I kind of seen this coming. I've seen this coming because I just don't think the defense, they did their job. They were trying to make it seem like, look, Cassie a freak. Look, Daphne a freak. Look, all these other people that's involved with the baby oil and everything is free. They freaks, and all the freak-offs were just being freaky. But Diddy is free. What's going to be next for Diddy? Diddy, he's going to be staying in entertainment. He's going to take full advantage of all this publicity that he's getting, and we'll see what happens. Bad boy for life in more terms than one. Speaking of New York, Jim Jones, I don't know if you guys seen my Instagram. Jim Jones, confident brother from Dipset, said that, not that he was potentially better than Nas, he said that his influence on the culture was bigger than Nas. Don't quote me, but look, we all know what Nas's catalog brings. We all know what Jim Jones brings to the table. But for Jim's confidence level, this is the one that I grabbed. This is the silver lining. I grabbed Jim Jones' confidence in confidently saying that he and the Dipset had a more impact on the culture than Nas did. Lyrically, by all means, that's all Nas. But I'm on the fence because Nas did a lot for lyricism. How you say that word? Lyricism? Lyricals? Whatever you say. That boy can rap. But Jim Jones and them was just the party dudes, and, you know, with the jerseys and everything Dipset was doing with it, they had a lot of influence. Did Nas have just as much? I don't know. That's neither here nor there. But we're here for 4th of July weekend. We just had a dust storm out here. Everyone's outdoor furniture is everywhere along the 15 and all that. But you know how Vegas weather is like a woman. They don't know. They can't make their mind up. They bad one day, they hot another day. But today is rainy. But it's 4th of July weekend. Everything's supposed to clear up, especially because we're going to hit the Palms. 55 floors up. We'll be at the Palms every first Thursday for Island Vibes Thursday with me and my brother Westafa. We'll be doing the party up there. Hopefully it's not too windy, but I heard it's clearing up. And then we head out to Reno, Nevada for the Western Conference and Friends with your boy Big Body Cisco. We had some additions. We added Kenya Moala, who's actually on our artist spotlight, along with High Guy Lai, Kalemi. We had Oos Marley. All that and more is going to be added to the show. Go get tickets right now at BigBodyCisco.com. But if you guys seen our Labubu expert, my son JB was on last week. We were talking about Labubus and the backlash that I have received on TikTok and on Instagram. Look, I get it, people. I was talking with my son. We had a friendly conversation about Labubus. Our Labubu expert was in studio. But you guys put him to the cross and said that these Labubus are demonic. You guys had a whole thing of showing us the old. Look, people, everyone has their own opinion. Me and my son's Labubus, they go to church. So they might not have as many the demonic themes that you guys might see, but they were showing Labubus on fire. They were showing Labubus moving. Look. Believe what you want to believe, but the Labubu backlash is real. And leave my son out of this. Cruise season. July is here. A lot of people go on cruises. Have you ever been on a cruise? I've been on a cruise. But have you watched Poop Cruise on Netflix of the Carnival Cruise that had shit everywhere, piss, and they was hitting the bar and looking for food You guys got to go see this. Look, if you're going on a cruise this summer, maybe don't watch Poop Cruise because it might deter you from going on this cruise. But the cruise lines are catching flack because at the end of this, I'll tell you this. They were talking about on the ticket, if you read, this is something they don't promote to you guys as well, where they're saying that you're not going to have a good time. You're not guaranteed. You're not guaranteed a lot of things. But if you don't read the fine print, all these people, Carnival Cruise wasn't liable at all. So just be careful on these cruises because you take it over to the Disneyland cruise, right? Shout out all my fathers out there. Father went and took a picture with his daughter, dropped the daughter in the damn sea, in the middle of the ocean, dropped his 5-year-old daughter. 5-year-old daughter sat her on the little thing. Let's take a picture. Fell in the water. Fell in the water. So as a father, what do I want to do? He jumped his ass in the water too, saved his daughter, and they stayed afloat until a rescue boat came. Look, fellas, I'm no genius, but I know one thing. If I'm on a cruise and you got to sit your daughter on a thing, they're going to move around. They're going to fall in the water. You're lucky that she didn't hit something on the bottom because still hitting at the impact they were hitting is like hitting concrete. Thank God they were about 5 stories up. They said it was the lowest deck part of where they're at, but still hitting that water in the middle. I'm talking about they wasn't like near the dock. They was like in the middle of the sea where you couldn't see nothing, dropped his 5-year-old daughter in the water, jumped in to save her. They went to save her. Come on, let's do better, fellas. Let's do better, fellas. Let's not leave our kids, whether they're 5 years old, however age they may be, on the thing and then they're going to fall back. Okay, look. Okay, guys. Listen, I was going to say let's get to lighter news, but this ain't no lighter. Firefighters in Idaho ambushed. 2 firefighters killed, 1 injured. This suspect, I was doing some of my research. I guess he had some kind of beef with him not getting to the firefighter academy, whatever it may have been. Starts a fire. They already got a fire going on in the hills in Idaho. Starts a fire. These firefighters come up there. He ambushes them, kills 2, and 1 is shot, and he's in stable condition now. Look, people, I told this before when we talked about the Utah shootings. A lot of crazy things going on in the world. We got to watch our families a little bit closer. But ambushing firefighters, like me and Austin were talking about, you guys talk about like F the police, but firefighters? We're talking about people putting out these fires, trying to save. Look, don't ambush the firefighters just because you didn't get into being a firefighter, whatever the reasoning may have been. Let's do better, but 2 people have been killed and 1 was injured. Prayers and blessings to the firefighters who lost their lives in that one. Artist Spotlight, we're talking about Kenya Moala. She got a brand new single called Still the One that dropped today. Go get that on Apple Music. Don't go bootleg, download it. Go buy the thing. I think it's $1.99. Because a lot of you guys be ripping it off of YouTube. I'm not going to lie. I ripped a couple of songs off YouTube. But not this one. When you want to support an artist, go get their songs off Spotify, off Apple Music, wherever you guys will get it. But Kenya Moala, make sure you guys go support her. She's going to be making a surprise. Well, that's not a surprise no more. She's going to be making a guest appearance at the Western Conference and Friends at the Nugget this weekend. Beautiful talent out of the Bay Area doing her thing. Her sister Naki used to sing. Now the apple don't fall far from the tree. Because Kenya been doing her thing. She was at the Feel Good Music Show we had in the Bay Area. And now she has an album, an EP, and a new single that dropped for that. Last but not least, I have a discussion question. If you guys know, we used to have toxic topics on my Twitch channel during the pandemic. And this one came up about because someone asked, do you talk about topics on Can We Talk? So we're going to try to add this every time we end it out because I want you guys to talk about this in the comments. Women who make more than their spouses or boyfriends. Is it a problem and what do you do about it? Fellas, if you got a spouse or a girlfriend that's making more than you, high five up top because you found yourself a winner. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with broke bitches. I mean, sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to say broke bitch. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with a broke, okay, how do you say it? There's no way of good saying it. But fellas, if you have, don't look, it's more of an ego thing for you. Look, if it's a hit to your ego, this is my opinion. You guys can opinion in the comments all you want. If your girl's making more than you, just try to be a contributor. Don't be just a piece of shit. Just say, oh, just let my girl make all the money. Just be like, it's like $1 million. She got $1 million and $1 million and $10. Contribute the $10. It contributes something, if anything or everything. But you got you a winner. I don't know what you're complaining about. We're gonna talk about women that are with, because that's already a normalized thing. Women being with dudes that make more money. That's what you guys go look for. But neither here nor there, fellas. What is your thoughts on your girl making more than you? That's your boy Big Body Cisco. Can we talk? Have a good July 4th weekend, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.